Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the lightweight bout between Marc Diakiese versus Joel Alvarez. And how I feel about this one right here is I'm going high confidence Joel Alvarez to beat Marc Diakiese. I think this will end up like a lot like the Dan Hooker fight and also like what other fight was. But it was a fight where he got dropped and submitted. I think it was also a guillotine. The Dan Hooker fight, he didn't get dropped and guillotine. He got wasn't really feeling the striking. He was getting outstruck. Then he went for a takedown and ended up in guillotine. And Joel Alvarez is, probably between the two fighters that actually did finish him by submission by lightning guillotine. He has only one with a patented guillotine. So I think he'll definitely be able to lure Marc Diakiese into that guillotine. And I think, I'm going to say first round. Like, that's been a pattern. When he gets caught or gets uncomfortable, he goes for a takedown or gets dropped and clubbed and sub. I think that's what happened. I think, and also when you look at his takedown defense was 0%, whatnot. I'm not gonna get into that too much. You can debate me in the comment sections or whatnot, or just go with what I'm saying. But yeah, I feel high. Well, I'm getting high comments. So I should say a little bit more. I feel like I already said it in another video, but nonetheless, let me talk about it. Joe Alvarez, like you could say, oh, this fight and that fight, but let's look at the fight. Alvarez is on a completely different level than Marc Diakiese. So let's just get that one out of the way. Then every other fighter that has taken down Joe Alvarez has got it finished. So he might have terrible takedown defense, but it's also people that Diakiese has taken down. Those guys ain't have no submission threat from them, so you could take them down all day. And also come on a fight where I think he got shut down on takedowns by Michael Johnson, but another different thing. But what I'm also going on this one is his takedowns have effect, or that approach is effective because the people he has fought and beaten that way don't have no threat on the ground. Yes, you might take Joel Alvarez down, but that has not necessarily been the path to beat him. Siakam has been able to do that because Siakam is an elite fighter. Is Siakam the greatest fighter of all time? No, but he's like a top 10, it's like a top 6 fighter. So versus Marc Diakiese, who's like top 30. So and the skills represent, so not just numerical, he's a better fighter. And track record shows. But yeah, I think Diakiese can find successful takedowns, but again, I think that successful takedown is going to lead him into a submission, a guillotine that's going to get him tapped out. Yes, he might have some limited success with it. He might get taken down. He might get some takedowns and not get submitted off the initial one. Like, he might be able to get a takedown too. But Joe Alvarez ain't gonna be dead on his back and not throwing up submission attempts and making him work. If he, I think Joe Alvarez is gonna constantly pressure him, constantly tag him with shots. Use that 6'9" frame at lightweight to make Marc Diakiese very uncomfortable. And I have seen Diakiese in a lot of fights when he gets uncomfortable, he wrestles. A lot of fights. So that's a pattern for him, and I think that's a pattern that's going to end up not working out for him yet again. It's been past where he had used that to his benefit in one fight like that, but the guys who were able to capitalize on that all were able to capitalize on that. The people that didn't have no real path to capitalize on it did not. Like Demir Hazabek, you ain't really worried about no takedowns, no grappling from him. Slava Claus ain't no worried about no grappling from him. Yeah, I think what was it, Frankie something? I forget the dude's name. Frankie Perez, I forget his name. But no real submission threat worry concerns for him, and he wrestled him up. So all the people for the most part, he has wrestled up. Matter of fact, all of them that he had beaten have no real submission threat for him. The people that have beat him, or that he tried to wrestle, or that has actual submission threat have submitted him. So yeah, I think Joel Alvarez can win the striking battle, and I think he can win the grappling battle. And ultimately, I think it's gonna be a first round, probably club and sub, and Casey going for a takedown is going to fall right into a guillotine and get tapped out in that first round. So in this one, I have Joel Alvarez via first round submission.